Guys, Mr. Olympia, results are in the book. I was right, or was I? I can't even gloat. I thought I was right. I picked Derek Lunsford to win the show. Derek Lunsford won the show. But boy, was I wrong on Hadi Choopan. I thought that Hadi Choopan was going to drop and drop fast down to fourth or fifth place. Guess what? He was there. He brought his A game. Now, Hadi Choopan runner-up, not without controversy. A lot of people thought that he actually won the show. I'm going to tell you why he didn't win the show. And it's not whether I like Derek or I like Hadi. I don't have a personal relationship with either one of them, but I will tell you why I think Derek is now Mr. Olympia. You break this down pose for pose. First of all, there's a symmetry round. At least they're supposed to be in the judging. They don't really judge the symmetry round, but they look at the symmetry. And the judges are good enough to do that without having to add an extra round. So if you go symmetry-wise, I think it's an easy pick. Derek definitely has better symmetry than Hadi. If you want to add a muscularity round, that's actually very close, and I'll tell you why. Hadi's more muscular from the front. It's dead even from the side, and Derek's more muscular from the back. So I'm not even going to talk about a muscularity round. I think that's a draw. Let's get to the poses. Front double bicep. Hadi, definitely thicker in the thighs. He can hold his abs in that pose, and he just looks bigger, thicker, more complete, and more vascular than Derek in that pose. Front lat spread. Hadi, okay, again, he holds the pose better. You get to the sides, though, and Derek wins both of them. Blows him out in the side tri, blows him out in the side chest. Now, I use that term very, very loosely when I say blows him out. I just think he's a little bit better. He's got a little better tie-ins in the hamstrings and the glutes, and I think that allows him to have that victory. Plus, he's got the smaller waist, so he's a better taper from the side. Let's turn to the back. Now, forever they've been saying that shows are won from the back, and I have to be honest with you, that's the case if it's close. If it's not close, you can't show up with a back double bicep and a back lat spread and expect to win the show, guys. You have to have front poses, you have to have side poses, and you have to have a most muscular, or you're not going to win the show. That being said, when it's close, as was the case on Saturday, a good back double bicep and a good back lat spread always win the show, and that's what happened here. Derek gets him on the back double bicep. It's as good as a back double bicep as we've seen since Ronnie Coleman. Turn back to the front. You have a most muscular and you have an abs and thighs. I gave the abs and thighs to Hadi, and then I gave the most muscular to Hadi as well. So if you break it down pose for pose, it's about a tie on the poses, but the symmetry goes to Derek, so he wins the show. So that's the breakdown. That's the best I got. Now, there's a bunch of controversy on the show. Hadi walked off the stage, didn't congratulate the guys afterwards. I'm going to correct myself. He did congratulate Derek from the onset. There's a part of the show when his show is over. Once they announce the winner, and the winner is in the middle, this is true at every level, from the entry level, local level, regional level, and the national level, and of course, at the pro level. At the end of every show, the competitors are asked to stand there and hit poses. This is for photos, and it's for the sponsors. So every athlete at that Olympia, in the top 5 anyway, I'm sure, has a sponsor. Those sponsors want those photos so that they can do what? Advertise. And if you're going to walk off the stage, you are definitely hurting your sponsor, because they can't stand the fact that you're not in the picture. So Hadi, bad move by walking off the stage. I'm not sure if it's going to hurt him in the future. I'd like to think that we're beyond that part of the politics. I don't think that the judges are going to hold it against him. However, you are sponsored by Evogen. Your coach is Hani Rambad. He owns Evogen. You probably should have done a better job for him. So it's going to be very interesting to see what develops out of that relationship. By the way, footnote in case you don't know, Hani Rambad also coached the winner, Derek Lunsford. So last year they were 1-2. Hadi won, Derek 2. This year it's the other way around. Hani coached both of them. He's got a lot to be proud of. But is there going to be some controversy now brewing? Because that's kind of what happens when you have a rivalry within a team and an organization. So that's going to be very interesting to see. The rest of the show, Samson Dowda, as I thought and as I expected, he didn't bring his A game. Best bodybuilder on the stage, without a doubt. Best size, superior genetics, really should be Mr. Olympia. If he and Milos can get it together, he will be Mr. Olympia, and it'll probably be within the next 2 years. Andrew Jacked, Hunter Labrada, They closed out the top 6. Andrew Jack has all the potential in the world. Need I say, Brandon Curry. What a heroic effort by Brandon Curry, by the way. In the hospital on Friday, comes out and just does a great, great job. Now, do I think there was a little bit of gifting there as a former Mr. Olympia? Yes. I don't think he was better than Andrew Jack. I think he was better than Hunter Labrada, but I don't think he was better than Andrew Jack. I think Andrew Jack was a better bodybuilder on Saturday, and Andrew Jack should have got the nod, but that's okay. Nobody minds when a Mr. Olympia, especially one with the class and the character of a Brandon Curry, gets a placing or two. It's okay by me. So there's your top 6. We had Derek first, Hadi Choopan second, Samson Dauda third, Brandon Curry fourth, Andrew Jack fifth, Hunter Labrada sixth, 7, 8, 9. Tonio Burton was 8. Michael Crizzo was 7. I had a feeling it would be a battle for those two guys to finish up the top 7. I thought Tonio was going to get the nod. Crizzo got it. Guys, Michael Crizzo, if he ever gets his stuff together, is going to be impossible to beat. He looks like he needs 2 to 3 years. He's got the shape. He's got the size. He needs refinement and a little more thickness and density. Thickness and density is different than size, guys. Thickness and density means when you turn to the side, what do you have to showcase? Whether your chest pops, whether your back is thick, not wide. He's got plenty of width. He's got to get thicker, okay? So once Crizzo gets there, 2 to 3 years, if he keeps it up, he's going to be a player in this game for sure. So 2023, Mr. Olympia is a wrap. Is there controversy brewing in the Hani Rambod and Evagen camp? Who knows? Remains to be seen. If you like this video, do me a favor. Please subscribe to the channel. Give it a like. Put in the comments who you thought won. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about who you thought was the winner and tell me why. And by the way, this video always sponsored by The Chicken Pound. Visit www.thechickenpound.com and use my code MuscleChef for 10% off. Thanks, guys. See you soon.